Senegal, just north of the Gambia border, in the drier part, one of the drier parts of Senegal. This is the dry season. So during the growing season, you would see this covered in millet. So even though this doesn't look like a farm field, this would be covered in millet, one of the most important crops in Senegal. It's covered in bushes though, as you see, in trees. We're here with Aliou Faye with the National Research Institute, ISRA, and I'm just curious about why there's bushes all over. In general, farmers wouldn't want bushes growing in their farm field.
What comes first is, if you look at this one, you will see a lot of leaves that are falling and that are incorporated regularly with the soil, improving thus the soil quality, organic matters.
And a lot of people would say, well, these very vigorous perennials will reduce the yield of your annual crops because of competition. But the roots of these shrubs are very deep.
Exactly.
They bring water up from very deep in the soil, release it in the surface layers so that the millet can then later have advantage of it. And of course, all the nutrients in the leaves act as fertilizer.
Exactly.
And the nutrients in the leaves often come from deep within the soil. So these shrubs are acting like water and nutrient mines, pumps, bringing it up to the surface. And the farmer-managed natural regeneration part means that the farmers don't have to spend labor to come out here and plant a seedling. They just let it grow up naturally. And they just manage where they want the plants, how dense they are, and they manage the shrubs as they naturally grow. Okay, we're back here in the peanut basin of Senegal, central Senegal, north of the Gambia River. And we were last here in late April, so that was just a few months ago. It's August now. And last time we were here, this was just, quite frankly, a barren landscape, just sand, bare sand. During the dry season, there just isn't enough moisture for much green material. So this is a millet plant, and we don't see really any shrubs. As we look out on this small millet field, there really aren't any shrubs visible, but back in late April, it was rather covered in them, spread kind of unevenly. But now you don't see much. There's some that we'll show you just coming back up, but before the farmers plant, they cut these shrubs off at the ground level, let them dry out, then shake the leaves off. The leaves provide fertilizer for the crop that will be planted, millet. And also, these very deep-rooted perennial shrubs are able to bring water to the surface and support the growing crop, helps them establish.
It has been cut in the dry season, and now with the water, it is still just coming. But what is important to see is whatever is around this shrub is more green and more healthy than whatever is outside and far of it. And if you beside to this two kind of shrub, the Ngera senegalensis and Phyllosigma reticulata, farmers also understand very well that this tree called Pederbia albida is extremely useful in the farm.
The shrubs and the trees are able to bring water up to the surface, hydraulic lift we call it.
Absolutely.
Adding soil organic matter so that nutrients are used more efficiently, made more available to the plants.
Absolutely.
Attracting cattle, in the case of Pederbia albida, to shade them so that they stand under the tree and deposit their manure for more fertilizer. And probably very importantly is fuel wood, firewood for the household.
Absolutely.
Because that is what households rely primarily on to cook their food.
Exactly.
And what's the average rainfall here is about 600 millimeters?
Yes, here we are in the peanut basin. The maximum we are having here is around 650 maximum.
So in a normal year with 600 millimeters, we might not see a huge difference.
Yes.
but in growth. But in dry seasons, the difference is even more dramatic. So this is kind of a normal year, right?
Until yet, it is a normal. You don't know what will happen. But sure, if you come here in a drought period, you will see that everything under these three kind of tree and shrub is still nice. Yeah. But outside of it, it start dying, start really having some difficulty.